Hello there, my name is Charlie DeShulo. Recently, I had the opportunity and pleasure to speak to Nico Hustle on a one-on-one exclusive interview. Nico Hustle is a Boston rapper, show promoter, business owner, and overall a very generous individual. Thank you so much and enjoy the interview.
How long have you been making music?
Um, like to a professional level or like when I first started?
Just in general.
Definitely when I was a kid, probably around 10, 11.
Okay, nice. So when did you start taking this on a different level, on a more professional level?
When I was about, I want to say close to 17, 18, senior year of high school.
Okay, nice. Nice. So do you make beats or do you just rap?
So I started originally making beats in high school, but like I would always rap, but just messing around. So I started with the beats in school, like try to, take the classes, but I was just trying to be like hands on. I wasn't really down for learning all the music structure and stuff like that. Like I have no patience. So I kind of dropped out of that and started rapping.
So have you always been local to Massachusetts?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So have you always worked with like local artists? Because I notice on a lot of your projects, you do work with other local artists. So is that something that you've always done?
I would say since 2017 is when it all really started because I used to be in a rap group actually with three other people. It's
Really?
called
What was
So
your rap
Sick
group?
Boston. So Sick Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, you can check us out on YouTube. We're not in a group anymore, but that's where we started. We actually we used to open up for big names at the Middle East back in the day, like all old school hip hop heads, Capone and Noriega, Slaughterhouse, Onyx, like all like the dudes I looked up to, you know what I mean? So at a young age we did that and it was dope. We had a little falling out, stuff like that. But I quit music for a little while and was just helping some friends. I used to engineer my own stuff, stuff like that. I wasn't really ever pushing my music after I left the group, but I opened my first store in Medford in 2017. And when I moved to Medford, like I'm not from there, I'm from Revere, Mass. So I didn't know too many people, and I met a lot of people when I opened. A lot of artists came through because what the Medford store is, it's art, music, clothing, all branched together as one. So we had that, and I met some people, artists, and connected, and they just got me back into music. And because of them, it actually like made me want to like collab with local artists. Like I never used to collab with people. It was just like my group, you know what I mean? Because back then, like there was never real unity in Massachusetts with music. Everyone was just, I want to be the best. It was a lot of like aggression and ego. But once I started working with other people, it like broke down this whole wall for me. And I just saw like the power of like doing stuff together, like seeing how like people reacted and being able to meet so many other people through these other artists. I meet other artists, I meet fans, like their fans become my fans become their fans. It turns into like a big community. And I don't know, I just kept like chasing that and just seeing the bigger picture because I only know so many people. So if I do more music with these people, my music's gonna be spread, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So that's kind of how it all went down.
Nice. So you said you opened up your first shop in 2017 in Medford. Is that the Hustle
Yes.
Killer shop?
Yeah, it's HK headquarters.
Okay, nice. So what do you do at the shop? Like, what do you sell?
For the most part, it's mostly the brand. So yeah, it's a lot of like custom clothing that from Hustle Killer, custom like merch, like just little stuff. Anything we could put our logo on. It's like Supreme. Whatever we could put our logo on, we're slapping it on and making it look cool. But we do custom stuff, we do collabs, we sell a lot of art, like local artists, paintings, stuff like that. Like we push a lot of art. We used to do a lot of our events there at first because that was the only space I had. So we would do paint nights, we would do open mics, ciphers. Some of our first ciphers, you could check them out on YouTube. They're on their battles, just anything to give artists a safe space to like just share their stuff. That's what it's really for. It's like a home base for everybody.
I saw on your Instagram that you also have a recording studio. Is that at that Medford shop?
No, that's actually in Malden, the new store. It's
Okay.
called Goat House Studios. You can check it out on Instagram. We work with a lot of local artists. Um, we have some of the best engineers over there, best equipment, qualities, excellent. Shout out John Scott, Phoenix Down from Boston. He has one of the best studios in Boston. He actually helped us. He's from Somerville. He helped us build our studio. Super grateful for that dude. But yeah, check us out. We got some really dope engineers. Juice Money, he really with it. Libax, my buddy Teasy. Yeah, it's been a solid ride. We just opened in September, so it's fairly new. I had a studio before, but it got shut down, and we had to rebuild and go through a whole process during COVID. That really messed everything up for us. So we're finally on track, and we're at a good place right now. The studio's doing really good.
That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear it. I love to see local artists, thriving and succeeding. So I know that you put on live shows. That's where I first originally heard of you. Can you tell me a little bit more about some of these live shows that you put on?
So back in so after I opened the first store in 2017, 2018 is when, like I said, they got me into doing music again. So when we were doing music, we were recording tapes and albums, and at one point we were like, okay, we got to perform these. So I would see local shows happening, and I would try to get us any slot. But the thing is, I would just book the slot and say Hustle Killer, so no one knew like that was one person, a group, whatever. So at this time, I was like rocking with a lot of local artists, like almost 15 people, because there was like
Wow.
me, it was like me, a couple of my friends who are artists, and then two other groups of friends that are artists, and we all collided. And basically, we would kind of sabotage shows in a crazy way. We would show up, and they would call Hustle Killer, and we'd be like 15 people deep. We'd be like Wu-Tang. We'd just come up on stage, and they would give me like a 10-15 minute slot, and I would take everyone's songs and chop them up. So like it would just be able to get this song done in like a minute. And we would do like 10 songs in one set. And people would be like, yo, who are these guys? Like they're like, I get like there's so many of them. And the energy, we would bring out alien dolls and like throw stuff in the stage, and it would be awesome. It'd be total different. Like it would be like a rock concert, but mixed with trap. Like it was a good time. So that's where it all started, and people started seeing that and wanted us to come out more. So we started working with other promoters doing shows, and really just like basically showing up to whatever we could. And after that, I noticed like what we could offer, so I started the Big Bag Theory tour. That's where we met. And I started that in 2018, and we did about 16 shows all over the North Shore and Boston, even New Hampshire. Um, it was crazy, man. We had at least like 15, 20 people on a show. No one, I didn't charge anybody. I paid for all the venues myself. I
Wow.
paid the DJ. Yeah, I paid my DJ and just invested and just wanted to show people like the energy that we're bringing can't be matched. Like we love this. It's more of like it's a show. It's a real show, you know. So that's where that started, and we just from there I just haven't stopped, man. Even during COVID, I still did little shows, like anything I could do. I worked with tons of people throughout the city. I've been putting in a lot of work to build up that resume. So I mean, yeah, the shows have gotten a lot more buzz. We've been featured in local newspapers. Shout out to Boston Compass. Um, I've been on a ton of write-ups, Leeds Entertainment, Boston Big Four, Spark FM radio. I just got on a mixtape. Like, I think the shows are really showing people like, wow, like these dudes really know what they're doing. And from that, I've actually built a new thing called Artists for Artist Society, and that's basically what I've been doing, throwing all these shows. But I've included other people who are doing the same thing, and we made like a giant group. So it's going to spread all the shows. So the structures I use, the way I do my shows, I have other people doing the same thing, but in different parts of Massachusetts now. So we could spread the unity and bring everyone together.
So is this just a Massachusetts thing, or are you trying to spread throughout the country?
Oh, we're trying to spread throughout the country, but again, you have to start at home. You know what I mean? You've got to get everyone at around here, around us on board. So when we do leave, we have that support still. You know what I mean?
As you said, you've worked with a ton of local artists. You said that you put on 15 at a time. Who are your personal favorite artists that you've ever collabed with?
Well, I'd have to start with the people that got me back into this. So, High Key Random, Shout out High Key, Jovi and Martian, Suicide Child, Ace Dawn. Um, there's so many, man. Shout out my boy Greatness. He's actually my business partner in Artist for Artist Society. He's a great dude, host, rapper, does it all, man. Man, shout out Black Neptune, Juice Money, my engineer. The list could go on. Everybody knows, like, I shout out everybody all the time. You'll see me with them most part, like for the most part.
Yeah.
So,
Who are some of your dream collabs? Like people that you hope to collab with one day?
like right now, I would if I could because I want to like work with someone who's like the most relevant at the moment. I would say someone like Jack Harlow, Trippie Redd, um, T Pain.
So what is next for you? So I know you have your studio, you have all your shops, and you're working with that foundation. So what else is next for you?
I mean, I would love for the state and the city of Austin to maybe recognize more what we're doing. So I would like just to get the artists I'm working with and myself just the more of the respect. Like we need more backing. We need people to back us up so we could do bigger things. I would love to be on bigger stages. I would love to have celebrities like come out and like work with them and do a show. I would just want someone maybe to get signed. Just get someone in the door, you know?
Yeah, so your Hustle Killer brand, is that a record label or is this more just a collective of people working on music together?
It's a collective for right now. It's definitely a dream to be a record label. I think if I did ever have a record label, it would be a different name, but still under the same entity, if you know what I mean. Because like I don't want to. I'd like to have things separate in a way. You know what I mean? Just
Hmm.
because like Hustle Kill is more like yeah, it's definitely more of a collective. You know what I mean? It's not just music because it started with clothing.
Got you.
So I
Yeah.
mean, you know what I mean? It would definitely be something really dope to do in the future when we have like the right team and people with us because that's like a big thing. I wouldn't want to do something myself that big because like there's other artists involved. You want to make sure everyone's treated right and stuff like that.
So out of all the songs that you've ever released, what is the one track you think that people should listen to?
Currently, I mean, I have so much music, man, that's not out. I have at least like 60 songs ready to go. I have multiple tapes and projects, so I think there's some songs on there I really want, I would say, but right now that's out. There's a song I put out for my daughter on her birthday. It's probably one of my best songs in my eyes. And there's another song. There's actually two. I would have to say that and a song called Blueberry Cocaine. It's really good song. You check it out on YouTube. I think that one really hits. That's a different sound I've been working on because again, I came from a hip hop background, so singing and melodic and auto tune, like I've always done it, but like at this extent is very new to me, and people are just reacting well, and it's been working, man. So
Thank you so much for listening to an exclusive interview I had with Nico Hustle. If you are interested in following any of his endeavors, please check out all of his social medias, which are linked in the description below. If you're interested in Boston artists or artists currently in the underground, please subscribe for more exclusive interviews. While you're at it, please like and comment as well. It means a lot and helps my channel grow. Thank you so much, and have a good one.